There it is.
Name?
That guy John?
Not on the list.
Wait, what? Why?
We already have enough animators on YouTube, buddy. Plus, you have the most basic name ever, and it's not on the list.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, wait! There you are. You're good to go. Next.
Hey everybody, my name is John, and welcome to this channel intro trailer thing. Moving on. You might or might not have seen me on TikTok, but now you'll be able to not see me on YouTube. Yeah! And now it's time to answer some frequently asked questions. How old are you? 16. Where are you? I'm somewhere. What do you use to animate? I used to use the app Procreate, but now I've switched to Adobe Animate. I'm making progress. What do you hope to accomplish here on YouTube? Enough. And that's basically it. Have a good day, everybody, and remember...
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test.
Hello, Internet! My name is Bryson, and welcome to my new channel. Please enjoy it. Okay, now get super pumped, because it's going to be awesome. So, I thought I could kick off the channel by telling the first funny story. Okay, here goes. When I was 8 or 9 or 10 or 11, so yeah, however old I was, my mom decided to help one of her friends by babysitting her 39 children at our house. And to make it worse, one of the kids had a huge crush on me. She would follow me around and stuff, and I did not like her back. I tried to get away from her by going downstairs, but when I got down there, I saw all of the children were down there, and they were trashing our freaking basement. One of them was literally taking board games off the shelf, one by one, and dumping them out. And that was only one of them. Goodness knows what the others were doing. I couldn't even handle it. I just went upstairs and told my mom. And my mom was all like, okay, everyone, we're going to the pool right now. She was probably just trying to reflect their destructiveness off our house and onto the neighborhood pool. It probably sucked for the people that were there, just like, having a nice time at the pool. When suddenly a literal wave of destructive little devil children smashes into the pool. Anyways, when we got there, I was just sitting in the shallow end trying to recover from what just happened at the house when I turned and saw her. She was staring into my soul. Then this girl says 2 words I will never forget. Octopus attack! What? No, really! Octopus attack! What is that? And then she started approaching. I tried to escape, but she full-on Spider-Man jumped out of the pool and latched onto me. Octopus attack. Somebody, please help me! She dragged me to the bottom of the pool. I legit thought I was gonna die. Somehow I escaped. I'm not sure how, but there might have been elbows involved. And I got out of that pool right quick. And I hung out with my mom for the rest of the time. And we just sat there and watched as the children destroyed the pool. So you think my troubles are over with this girl yet? Nope, wrong. So as me and my mom were walking out, this girl comes up to my mom and says, "Hey, can you arrange a hangout between me and him?" I gave my mom that look. She received my message. Oh, maybe some other time, we'll see. And that is the story of how my mother saved my life. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the channel, and hit that subscribe button. Just flip and hit it. Okay, bye.
I know every artsy person on YouTube has a pet peeves video, but I thought it'd be fun to show my own top 5 personal drawing pet peeves, and some of you could probably relate. Number 1. This happened a lot more frequently when I was younger, but sometimes when someone would stand behind me while I was drawing, they'd start bombarding me with questions like,
Where's the rest of her body? Where's her hand? Where's her other eye? Where are her legs?
Well, obviously, I'm still in the process of drawing the picture. Did you think I was just gonna end the picture right here? Do you not see this pencil moving? Don't ask me dumb questions while I'm drawing! Number 2. Similar situation to number 1, except the person says something like,
You know, blah blah is a better artist than you.
No shit, there's better artists than me. Did you think I was just walking around thinking I was the best artist in existence? Like, what was the point of saying something like that? 'Cause I could only respond in one of 2 ways. One, I could say, no they're not, and I look like a conceited jerk. Or 2, I could say, yeah, I know. And then the atmosphere is super awkward because the conversation can't continue from there. What do you want me to say? Number 3. When people move their head too close to see what I'm drawing, to the point where I can barely see what I'm drawing. Or worse, when they just grab my sketchbook/paper away from me just to see what I'm up to. Like, you can just ask. Number 4. When I tell people I like to draw and they immediately assume I mean anime. Now, of course, if we were meeting at a convention, or I was wearing something kinda weeby, or the topic of anime was already in our conversation, then that's a perfectly reasonable assumption to make. But I'm talking about if I had just met you, and your guess was based entirely off of my face. I mean, you're not wrong. I do draw in that style, a lot. But it's one thing to make that observation from seeing my art, and another to just be like,
Oh, you like to draw? Like anime, right? You draw anime?
you haven't even seen my work. What, is it because I'm Asian? You think that's all I know how to draw? 'Cause every Asian who likes to draw only draws anime, right?
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's sort of like if I met someone who happened to be white and they said something like,
I like making music.
oh, like country music, right? You make country music? Even if they just so happened to make country music and my assumption was correct, they'd probably be annoyed that I even made that assumption in the first place. Number 5. You know that feeling when you draw something when you're really tired and you look at it and you think, oh, that doesn't look so bad, and then you wake up the next morning and it's the worst thing you've ever created? That's my life. Every day. Anyways, those are my 5 drawing pet peeves. Let me know if any of these resonate with you, and also let me know what your personal drawing pet peeves are. We can bond over shared annoyances.
Flying. It's the best way to get around town, and also the most expensive. But since I moved from North Carolina to California to go to animation school, flying is something I do a lot now. I also have family in New York, Colorado, and Minnesota, so I fly all around the United States. And when you do something like that a lot, shit happens. Like the time there was such bad turbulence, I saw luggage fall out of the overhead bins and hit someone in the head. And the time the flight attendant was handing out wings to all the children on the plane and gave one to me. I was in college. And the time I, lactose intolerant, was given coffee that wasn't made with almond milk before getting on the plane. Twice. But these are stories for another day. Now this isn't sponsored, but I love flying with Delta. I don't know, I just always have a good experience, the flight attendants have always been kind, and they have the best tasting free cookies. But unfortunately, quality like that comes at a price. So when I flew home for Christmas break after my first semester of college, shit happened. Remember how I said I have family all over the states, and how flying is really expensive? I guess I'll fly... not Delta. Yeah, I'll fly Un-American Airlines. Yes, Un-American Airlines. And I guess I'll have a layover in Illinois? That's where the Un-American Airline hub is, I guess? Anyway, it was a super cheap plane ticket with one stop in a state I've never been to, and this was the first time I was flying across the United States all by myself. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, before I boarded the first flight to Illinois, I heard the lady at the counter say,
This flight is overbooked. We are offering a travel voucher to anyone who can volunteer to reschedule for a later flight.
And I thought, I'm not moving. But some other passengers volunteered, got their voucher, and rescheduled their flight at the counter. All was well. But when I rolled into Illinois, my flight home was canceled. And I freaked out. I have never had a flight canceled. Not even when I traveled with family. Like, sure, it happens, but it's never happened to me. Then the anxiety started setting in. I'm trapped in an airport a few days before Christmas, and if this flight is canceled, then the next one is canceled, and it's probably full already, and it's like 5 p.m., so there won't be many flights left, and I'm stuck in Illinois! It was terrifying. So like any reasonable adult in this situation, I called my mom. Mom, my flight was canceled, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. And she says, just go up to the counter, go up to the flight attendant, and just reschedule your flight. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, just like they did at the last airport. Thanks, Mom. So I go up to the counter, wiping tears from my eyes, and I say, hi there, my flight was canceled. Can I please reschedule it? And I kid you not, she says,
I'm not a flight attendant.
and I'm like, what do you mean you're not a flight attendant? You've got the skirt, the scarf, the wings. You're standing behind a counter with a computer. What are you then, a sandwich artist? Just kidding. I'm much too socially anxious to say that. Instead, I said, oh, okay, and walked away, trying not to cry again. Then I went up to the next gate and talked to the next presumed flight attendant. But she said the same thing. Sorry, I'm not a flight attendant. One after the other, gate after gate, sandwich artist after sandwich artist, and when I made the mistake of going up to the same one twice, she yelled from 20 feet away, I am not a flight attendant! And I just... Well, who the hell is then? How do I get home? Okay. Eventually, I find this group of phones, and when you pick up the phone, it connects you to an American Airlines customer service, and they reschedule your flight over the phones. I don't know. Thankfully, the lady on the phone was really nice. Downside, though, I had to fly to a tiny airport in North Carolina to get to the big airport in North Carolina. And on that flight, the worst thing I ever could have imagined happened. They didn't give me wings! Thanks for watching my first video, for real, on this channel. I really appreciate